Now, Congress has planned nationwide agitation today against the Agnipath scheme. Earlier, the party had observed a peaceful Satyagrah at Jantar Mantar on the 20th of June. Today, the Congress plans to carry out protests in assembly constituencies across the country. The party says that the scheme was bulldozed throughout the country without any discussion. Samia joining us for more on this from the national capital. Samia, where are these protests? When are these protests likely to begin? And where are the big leaders of the party expected to be today?
Well, the Congress party has decided to embark upon their Satyagraha that is set to take place from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. today. Yesterday, the Communication Department Chief Jairam Ramesh had put out a tweet stating that there are going to be 20 such press conferences held in 20 states across the country. Now, remember, the timing of this is very interesting because they're going to continue carrying out these press conferences to sustain the momentum that the opposition party has been trying to build as far as the Agnipath scheme is concerned. They have been relentless in their protest and they want to sustain this all the way up to the parliament session that begins in July. Of course, they're going to corner the government. Their foremost priority in their demands have been a complete rollback. They've been saying that the entire scheme is ill-conceived as the stakeholders have not been consulted and there has not been any deliberation per se. Why wasn't this particular scheme discussed in the standing committee of the parliament? Why has that not been a wider consultations with the stakeholders, political parties and otherwise? But remember, the government has also dug in their heels and they have decided to enact the Agnipath scheme, and that is where primarily the political tussle lies in. While the opposition party has decided to continue with their protests to escalate the attack against the government is going ahead and trying to carry out detailed programs of Agnipath scheme as they plan to implement it very soon. So today the Congress party will be carrying out press conferences in 20 such states, putting out points across as to why this is going to be a problem ahead for the youth at large, because we have seen how there have been sporadic protests that turned violent, for that matter, across the country, with youth trying to lead to violence and arson, which is of course unacceptable in the name of a peaceful Satyagraha. So we have to wait and see how the Satyagraha pans out across the country, but the Congress party is carrying out 20 press conferences in 20 states across the country against the Agnipath scheme, demanding a complete rollback, deliberate upon it, and then come up with the scheme once it's discussed at length. Back to you.